You know what's embarrassing for a company? Having 500 employees and not one of them looks like they work for the same brand. One office is wearing polos from 3 years ago. Another location ordered their own shirts, different color, different logo. And the corporate office, they've got boxes of merch in a storage closet that nobody wants. That's not a merch problem, that's a culture problem. And today I'm going to tell you the story of how one company with locations spread across the entire country fixed all of it with one decision. I'm Ross with Cogent Apparel, and we help large companies build and manage online employee stores, build and improve branded merch programs, and provide custom apparel to businesses so your brand looks as good on the inside as it does on the outside. If you're a decision maker at a company with multiple locations and you've ever dealt with the headache of trying to keep your brand consistent across all of them, this video is for you. Now let's get into it. Picture this, a large company, let's call them Grizzly Com Industries, is a multi-location business. They have offices and warehouses in 12 states and around 600 employees. They've been growing fast, really fast. And on paper, everything looks great. Revenue is up, they're expanding into new markets, leadership is sharp, the executive team is locked in. But here's the thing about growing fast. When you grow fast, the details start to slip. And one of the first details to slip, your brand. It started small. The regional manager in their Texas office needed polos for their in-house sales team for a special event. So she did what made sense. She called the local print shop, picked something quick, and got it done. Meanwhile, the office in Ohio was onboarding 30 new employees. Their HR managers needed shirts fast. So they went online, found something cheap, and ordered. Different vendor, different shade of blue, different logo placement, and nobody caught it. Then corporate decided to send out a company-wide merch drop for the holidays. Hats, jackets, bags, and expensive promotional products. Thousands of dollars worth of product. It sat in a warehouse for 2 months because nobody could agree on who was supposed to distribute it, how to get it to 12 different locations, and what sizes to order for which office. Sound familiar? Because here's what was actually happening beneath the surface. And this is the part that most executives miss. It wasn't just a logistics problem. Every time an employee showed up to a client meeting in mismatched gear, that client noticed. Every time a new hire got a shirt that looked nothing like what their manager was wearing, they felt it. That subtle, subconscious feeling that said, does this company actually have it together? Brand inconsistency doesn't just look bad. It erodes trust from the outside and the inside. Now, I want to pause here, because if any of this sounds like your company, I want you to know something. This is not a you problem. This is an infrastructure problem. When companies grow fast, the systems don't always grow with them. And branded merch and apparel is one of those things that nobody thinks about until it becomes a problem. Until your sales team shows up to a trade show looking like they work for 3 different companies. We've seen this story play out more times than I can count. And the good news, it has a very clean solution. What Grizzly Com Industries needed and what we built for them was a centralized online employee store. Now let me explain what that actually means, because it's not just a website with t-shirts on it. An online employee store is a private, branded e-commerce platform built specifically for your company, where every employee at every location can go to one place to order approved on-brand apparel and merch. Here's how it works. Corporate approves the products, the colors, the logos, the styles, all locked in. No more rogue orders from local print shops. No more, I found something cheaper online. Every item on that store has been vetted and approved by your brand team. Employees log in, pick their items, and order. It ships directly to them. No warehouse, no distribution headache, no HR manager spending 3 days trying to figure out who gets what size. And for companies that want to take it a step further, you can load the store with company credits or coupons. Discount amounts can vary, so your longest, most dedicated employees enjoy a larger discount to reward their years of hard work. They feel valued, they get gear they actually want, and your brand stays consistent. For Grizzly Com Industries, we built their store in a few weeks. It was loaded with their approved product catalog, polos, quarter zips, corporate wear, hats, bags, everything in their exact brand colors, their exact logo placement, approved, locked, and done. We handle the fulfillment. We handle the inventory. We handle the shipping and all the customer service. All they had to do was send their employees the link. Here's what happened 6 months later. Their regional managers stopped fielding calls about where to order shirts. That alone saved hours every single month. New employee onboarding, their HR team added the store link to the welcome packet. Day one, every new hire could log in and order their gear. They showed up to their first week feeling like they were already part of something. And at their national sales conference, for the first time in years, 600 employees from 12 states walked into that room looking like one company. One brand, one culture, one team. And I'll tell you something, that's not just an aesthetic win, that's a leadership win. When your people look unified, they feel unified. And when they feel unified, they perform like a unified team. The research backs this up. Brand consistency builds internal trust, and internal trust drives performance. So, what's the takeaway here? If you're running a company with multiple locations and you're still managing your branded apparel through a patchwork of local vendors, spreadsheets, and storage closets full of merch nobody wants, you don't have a merch problem, you have a systems problem. And the fix is simpler than you think. A centralized online employee store gives you the brand infrastructure it needs to scale. It saves your team time, it saves your company money, and it gives your employees something that actually matters, a sense of belonging. If you want to see what that looks like for your company, head over to cogentapparel.com and let's talk. We'll walk you through exactly what a store like this would look like for your team, your locations, and your brand. And if you found value in this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below. Tell me, does your company have a consistent brand across all your locations? Or does it look like 3 different companies showed up to the same building? I want to hear from you. I'm Ross with Cogent Apparel, and we'll see you in the next video.